Hi friends, we'll continue upon the topic of systematic investment plans. But in this one we will talk about कि systematic investment plans को best achieve किया जाता है mutual fund के through. So what are those kind of characteristics? But before you proceed, I would strongly suggest that you listen to my previous video on where we decode the concept of what is a systematic investment plan and उसके powers क्या हैं, right? I'll just reiterate it briefly right now. सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान इज जस्ट टेक्निक ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट जहाँ पे न्यूमरेटर का जो अमाउंट है वो है जो आपने कमिट किया है हर महीने इन्वेस्ट करने का या हर क्वार्टर इन्वेस्ट करने का, एंड डिनोमिनेटर इज द प्राइस ऑफ दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट whatever you are trying to accumulate. The resultant is that the quantity which you will buy as a result of putting your efforts into this particular plan. So as price fluctuates, ऊपर नीचे चलता रहे, आपका जो outcome है, the quantity of investments you will get either more per installment or less per installment. Over a period of time, you accumulate huge amount of that quantity, which is basically the wealth you are trying to build. Now let's see, in case of a mutual fund, how does it work? I personally feel that SIP, systematic investment plan, works the best in mutual funds because of certain characteristics which mutual funds enjoy, right? So the first one is that the threshold, the entry threshold is very, very small, especially in India. You can, I think so, in 100 से 500 रुपए के अंदर से you can make a start. There's no upward limit. You can invest as much as you want per month, but the minimum amount which you need to invest is kept very low. So can you think about any investment where or instrument where 100 या 500 रुपए पर महीने से आप इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं? Let's try to apply this concept in case of buying a land. 100-500 रुपए में क्या आएगा? Rather you would be talking about 10, 20, 30, 50 lakhs अगर कुछ क्वांटिटी खरीदना चाहोगे. So I hope you can appreciate the quantity of the entry threshold via SIP is quite low in case of mutual funds. So it makes everyone to be able to get this step into the wealth creation journey. Second is flexibility to manage your cash flows. अब how beautiful it could be that आपके पास जितनी आपकी requirement, आपका cash flow है, उस हिसाब से आप invest करो. Example, when everything is normal, let's say you say मैं महीने का 10,000 रुपये महीने से ज़्यादा नहीं इन्वेस्ट कर सकता, मैं 10,000 रुपये महीने से चलता जा रहा हूँ. अब आपका लेट से मिड ईयर इनकम आई, बढ़ गई, तो आपने कहा अरे नहीं अब मैं 15,000 कर सकता हूँ. फिर आपका लेट से ईयर एंड पे बोनस आया या आपकी सैलरी और बढ़ी, आपने कहा ठीक है 15 से बढ़ा के मैं 20,000 रुपये महीना कर दूंगा, कर लो. ऑल ऑफ अ सडन लेट से फैमिली में कोई कैश फ्लो का सिचुएशन आता है, कोई क्राइसिस आती है, आपको लगता है नहीं 15,000 नहीं कर पाऊंगा, मुझे कम करना पड़ेगा, और आप 5,000 रुपये महीने पे डाउनग्रेड कर सकते हो. एंड ऑल ऑफ अ सडन यू माइट से मेरे साथ अभी कोई शॉर्ट टर्म सिचुएशन आ गया, मैं इन्वेस्ट ही नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है, स्टॉप भी कर सकते हैं. टेल मी विच इन्वेस्टमेंट allows you this flexibility once you commit a monthly amount or a yearly amount. Draw a sharp analogy towards or comparisons with mutual fund versus insurances, right? Or to that matter, an RD, a recurring deposit which you do with a bank. Do you think you can make these tweaks in your insurance based investments or through the recurring deposit? वहां पर तो एक बार जो agree कर दिया वो हो गया, अगर आप change करोगे you suffer significant penalties. So that's a feature of mutual fund which can be very gainfully used in case of a SIP technique. The third one is liquidity. This is one of the very great features which mutual funds give you. You can withdraw your money at any time. There's no kind of lock-in period for most of the investments. But this is also it's one of the significant disadvantages because एक बार invest करने के बाद अगर आप पे flexibility निकालने का, not all are as disciplined as you guys are. Which may mean that जरा सा भी कोई रिक्वायरमेंट आई, लाओ फॉरेन हॉलीडे करनी है, तोड़ दो. सो एक बार लॉक्ड रहता पैसा तो बच भी जाता, इस तरीके से वो टूट जाता है पैसा. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द डिसएडवांटेजेस. द अनदर वन इज ग्रोथ. इफ यू कैन understand the concept of SIP, you are accumulating quantities of your investment. Now, if your investment is very growth centric, it grows, let's say, northward of 10%, your overall wealth compounds at that level. So it offers you, depending upon your requirement, ability to take a safer asset which grows lower at a lower rate or an aggressive asset which grows at a very, very high rate. So depending upon your long-term requirements, your goals, your needs, you can choose to do SIP in any of the type of investments which you want through a mutual fund, right? Next one is convenience. At almost no paperwork, you can start this investment technique using, let's say, the digital platforms available these days. You imagine doing even this kind of a concept in any other investments, like draw again the parallel with an insurance policy. I don't think so it is electronically possible to do that much flexibility and the investments as you can do in case of a mutual funds. Now let me give you an example of how applying this concept each month over long durations of time, how much return can you get into. So look into the chart now. Over here I've assumed, let's say you are investing 10,000 rupees per month. So if you see 10,000 रुपए महीना 12 महीने में हो गया 1.2 lakhs. I've taken a 15-year example because I want to showcase a long-term impact. तो 15 साल में यही मंथली अमाउंट धीरे 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 करके आपने 18 लाख रुपए डाल दिए उसमें. धीरे धीरे पता नहीं चलता हो रहा है, और सोचो 15 साल में आपने 18 लाख रुपए डाल दिए. अब देखते हैं कि ये 18 लाख कितने अमाउंट में ग्रो कर जाते हैं. इसमें SIP के साथ साथ कंपाउंडिंग का भी एक कॉन्सेप्ट जुड़ रहा है. If you expect that the investment which you have chosen should be relatively safe and grows at only 6%, then your 18 lakhs will grow to close to 29 lakh rupees, right? अगर आप थोड़ा सा और aggressive investment करना चाहते हैं जो 10% तक grow कर जाए, तो see in that table, your investment value will grow to 41 lakh rupees. If you are a really aggressive investor and you've chosen an investment जो उस तरीके से behave करता है, aggressive ऊपर नीचे वाला, तो आप at 20% growth rate, it could grow even to 1.13 crores. I'm not saying go to the 20% and I'm not saying go to 6%. Based upon your goals, you choose the relevant investment. But what I'm trying to say that your small monthly efforts can result in a huge wealth creation if you choose your assets right at the same time that you are holding on to your investments for long durations of time. This is actually a twin engine of slow and steady compounding and your patience to regularly put your money into it. So what are you waiting for? Start your SIP based investments. Thank you.